Hello, epic friends! Welcome back to another episode of Acting Up with Alvaro, the mini show where I tell you what I'm watching, why I love it, and why I recommend it every single Monday. That said, minor spoilers ahead. So as you can see, it's a very special selfie Acting Up with Alvaro edition. And the reason why that is, as you may have heard already, it's Golden Globe season. But there's been some controversy lately. And isn't there always a controversy with Golden Globes and the Oscars? But this one I feel like I really wanted to talk about a little bit because it was frustrating. You guys might have heard this by now, but Michaela Coel's I May Destroy You did not get nominated at all for Golden Globes. And that show was amazing. I can honestly say it was one of the best shows I've ever seen. So to hear that it didn't get nominated was irritating for sure. But the fact that it didn't get nominated, but Emily in Paris got nominated, that's where it got a little bit confusing. Now, I didn't watch Emily in Paris, so I can't really speak too much about what that show is about, or if I liked it. Maybe it was cute. I don't know. All I know is that looking at each of the shows based on their synopsis, based on their summaries, you know, you have this one show who's really trying to make a huge impact through storytelling about her experience with sexual assault and how she deals with that trauma with her friends, with her family, you know, how drugs come into play, how alcoholism come into play. And the way that it's executed and written by Michaela Coel is really quite brilliant. So first off, let me commend her for that. That said, I do know that Emily in Paris is about a white American woman who goes to Paris and tries to bond with the Parisian people, right? So again, I can't speak too much more about that. I didn't actually see the show, so I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But still, based on synopsis alone, you would think a show that's so cutting edge, like I May Destroy You, would actually end up getting nominated. But anyways, let me back up a little bit. So I May Destroy You, for those of you who haven't watched it, it's an HBO Max original, written and led by Michaela Coel, and it's about Michaela Coel's character basically trying to figure out what happened the one night she blacked out. The next morning when she wakes up, she notices that there's blood on her forehead and that she doesn't feel right. So she gets glimpses of memories that happened that night. Then she later finds out that she was sexually assaulted. So she's trying to put the pieces together, trying to loop in her closest friends of that night and see who it could have been. And in doing so, you learn more about her as a character, what she does for her career, because she's also a brilliant writer in the show. And you can just see how she processes this discovery. You know, how it affects her life as she tries to carry on with her career and with her personal life and her relationships. Overall, like I said before, I thought it was brilliantly executed. I thought the performances were extremely well done. Michaela Coel, again, I commend you. Brilliant writing, brilliant acting. And for those of you who haven't seen the show, I strongly recommend it. Michaela Coel, I'm sorry you didn't get nominated for a Golden Globe. I think you absolutely should have. Let me know what you think. You know, I think that once you watch the show, maybe you can get an idea too. And if you did watch that show and Emily in Paris, what are your thoughts? Do you think that Michaela Coel should have gotten nominations? Do you think that Emily in Paris should have received nominations? Yeah, I'm just curious to hear your thoughts. But that's it basically for this episode. Like I said before, I strongly recommend watching this show. You can catch it on HBO Max. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.